Okay, this is question 18 on the higher calculator paper. Let's read the question first. There's a diagram. It says the diagram shows a quadrilateral ABCD, and the diagram is not drawn accurately. They said AB is 16, so there it is, 16. AD is 12, AD is 12. Angle BCD is 40 degrees, and angle ADB is equal to CBD, and that's equal to 90 degrees. So actually they put those right angles in there. Calculate the length of CD. So they want us to work out this distance here, and I've highlighted this so actually I know what I'm trying to work out. And they've said give your answer to 3 significant figures. So this is a multiple step question, and I could tell from just looking at it that it actually does involve both Pythagoras and trig. I'm going to use Pythagoras theorem with this triangle here to work out the side BD, and then once I've got that side, I'm going to use trigonometry with the length of that side to work out this side over here. So I'm going to split my space in 2 so I could show the workings. There's a lot of room towards the bottom, but I think I am going to run out of room, and I want to show the diagram as I do my workings. So first of all, I'm going to find BD. Now to work out BD is this side here. Now if I want to work that out, I'm going to use Pythagoras, but in that triangle there, ADB, that is the hypotenuse. So I'm working out a side which isn't the hypotenuse, so I need to square, subtract, and then square root. So BD is going to be 16 squared, 12 squared, take them away, and then the answer I get to that, I'm going to square root the whole thing. So I'm actually going to use my calculator. I'm going to do 16 squared, take away 12 squared, and what does that give me? That gives me 112. So I need to find the square root of 112. So I'm going to work out the square root of 112, and that is 10.583. I'm going to keep it to that degree of accuracy because I want to make sure that I don't lose any accuracy as I'm going on to work out the other distance. So I know that that distance there is 10.583. I need to work out this distance over here. So relative to the angle, I'm going to label up the 3 sides. That side there is the hypotenuse. That side all the way across, the one with the question mark that we found out, BD, is opposite. And this one here must be the adjacent. The hypotenuse is what I want to find, so I want to keep this one. The opposite, I've actually worked this out intentionally, so I need to keep this as 10. So I'm going to use this. That's what I meant. The adjacent side, I don't need to find this side, nor do I know what it is. So that's the one I'm going to cross out. I'm going to write down the trig ratios. SOHCAHTOA. I need to decide which one of these 3, sine, cos, or tan, we actually use for this. Which one has O and H in it? That's going to be sine. And in this case, I want to work out the hypotenuse. So if I'm working out the hypotenuse, cover up the H, and it's the length of the opposite side divided by the sine of the angle. So CD is going to be the length of the opposite side, so opposite divided by sine of the angle. Opposite, which we worked out, was 10.583 divided by sine of 40 degrees. I'm going to plug that into my calculator. 10.583 divided by sine of 40 degrees equals, and I'm getting 16.464. Now if I go back to the question, this important fact here, and there's 1 mark for that, there's going to be 1 mark for that. Give your answer correct to 3 significant figures. So when you're writing numbers to significant figures, you count from the front. 1, 2, 3, and then you need to decide that you're going to chop it off there. As you can see, the number after my line is a 6. Because that's a 6, that means I'm going to round up to give my result as 16.5 centimeters. So that is the length of CD. Now this question, although not the most straightforward of questions, if you understand and you're familiar with your trig, you could get full marks in this. You just need to take your time and break it down. And make sure you do understand this question, because this type of question is proving to be popular. They're using a combination of trigonometry and Pythagoras and getting you to think about the question. Make sure you do it, make sure you're okay with it, and make sure you can get full marks in it.